Elizabeth Diane Downs, born on August 7, 1955, is an American criminal infamous for murdering one of her daughters and attempting to kill her other two children near Springfield, Oregon in May 1983. She falsely claimed that a man had attacked her and shot the children. In 1984, she was found guilty and received a life sentence in addition to 50 years. Despite her efforts to gain parole, her applications have been consistently rejected. Mental health professionals have diagnosed her with narcissistic, histrionic, and antisocial personality disorders, even labeling her as a deviant sociopath. Downs grew up in a family with conservative values. She was critical of her father, whom she accused of sexual abuse, though she later retracted the allegations. She married Steve Downs after high school and had several children with him. The marriage was tumultuous and ended in divorce due to infidelity. In May 1983, Downs shot her children and herself, killing one child and injuring the others. She initially claimed that a stranger had attacked them. Suspicion arose when discrepancies were found in her story and forensic evidence didn't support her claims. Downs was eventually arrested and charged with murder and attempted murder. Her surviving daughter, Christy, testified against her, describing the actual events. Downs was convicted in 1984 and sentenced to life in prison plus 50 years. Her attempts at parole have been denied, with officials highlighting her lack of genuine remorse and inconsistent stories. After the conviction, her surviving children were adopted by the lead prosecutor on the case. Downs escaped from prison in 1987 but was recaptured after 10 days. She received additional prison time for the escape. Her story has been detailed in the book, Small Sacrifices, by Unravel, and was adapted into a TV movie with the same title. Despite earning a degree while in prison, Downs's attempts to regain freedom through parole have been unsuccessful. In the aftermath of her conviction, Elizabeth Diane Downs's life took a dramatic turn as she navigated the legal system and attempted to appeal her sentence. Despite her continued assertions of innocence, the evidence against her remained strong, and her appeals were unsuccessful. While in prison, Downs's two surviving children found stability and care with Fred and Joanne Hugie, the lead prosecutor, and his wife, who eventually adopted them in 1986. The impact of the tragic events lingered on, especially for Christy Downs, who suffered from a speech disability due to her injuries. Over the years, Downs's attempts at parole hearings were met with skepticism from the authorities. The Lane County District Attorney, Douglas Harklerode, expressed doubts about her honesty and insight into her actions. He emphasized her inconsistent versions of events and refusal to take responsibility for her crimes. Despite her pleas of innocence, Downs's applications for parole were repeatedly turned down, with officials believing that she had not truly faced the reality of her actions. Downs's story also attracted public attention through the book, Small Sacrifices, by Unravel, which delved into her life and the trial. The story was further brought to the screen with a TV movie adaptation of the same name, starring Farrah Fawcett as Downs. The media coverage kept her case in the public eye and contributed to the ongoing debate about her guilt or innocence. Downs's attempts to secure her freedom were further complicated by an escape from prison in July 1987. She managed to scale an 18-foot razor wire fence and evaded capture for 10 days, triggering a nationwide manhunt. Eventually, she was recaptured and faced an additional 5-year sentence for the escape. Throughout her incarceration, Downs experienced a series of transfers between different prison facilities. She managed to earn an associate degree in general studies while behind bars, which demonstrated some level of personal development during her time in confinement. The journey of Elizabeth Diane Downs, from her heinous crimes to her ongoing efforts to secure parole, serves as a haunting reminder of the consequences of her actions and the enduring pain inflicted on her victims and their families. Her story raises questions about the nature of criminal behavior, the role of mental health, and the complexities of justice and rehabilitation in the legal system. If you liked this video, hit subscribe to get more. Thanks for watching.